Seems kind of fitting that on Canada Day the Oilers do stuff, like make some moves, and
it's always July 1st is free agent frenzy day. So, but in the past few years, the Oilers really haven't had the opportunity to make a lot of moves, and then he didn't have the opportunity to draft Connor McDavid either. So that was his first walk onto Rexall Place ice.
quite a bit of action today from the Oilers, eh?
This team looks a lot different than it did a couple of months ago, that's for sure. After the draft on Saturday, Oilers GM Peter Chiarelli said acquiring goalie Cam Talbot and defenseman Griffin Reinhart, plus Eric Gryba, he wouldn't be too disappointed if the team didn't make a splash in the free agent pool. However, today, Chiarelli did more than just stick his toes in the water. Chiarelli landed one of the bigger fish available. 29-year-old Andrej Sekera has signed a long-term deal, 6 years for $33 million. That works out to a cap hit of $5.5 million per season. Sekera has played in 486 career NHL games with stops in Buffalo, Carolina, and Los Angeles.
He's a really versatile D, very strong. You know, he can play like he can play in our top pair if need be. You'd like to spread it out a bit so he can be in the kind of the linchpin and in the second pair.
The Oilers' other signing today, local product, Mark Letestu. He agreed to a 3-year, $5.4 million deal. The 30-year-old centerman is from Elk Point and played 3 years in the AJHL with Bonnyville. Letestu played the last 4 years in Columbus. He notched 13 points in 54 games last season and has recorded 127 points in 318 career games. Of note, he won over 52% of his face-offs last year.
What we wanted was a right shot center, okay, who was good on face-offs. Look, that was the general premise behind it. And you know, it's another tool that your coach has. You put a right shot, left shot center on important draws.
You know, I've been an opponent playing against the Oilers, and I've been a fan in that building. And honestly, I can't wait to be on the other side of things. I can't wait to have those fans cheering for me, and especially in front of some family and friends, which, you know, that hasn't happened since I played in Bonnyville.
Meanwhile, Oilers prospects are in Edmonton for this week's orientation camp, most notably recent #1 draft pick Connor McDavid. And here is a pretty special moment. McDavid walks out of the dressing room, down the tunnel, and steps onto the ice at Rexall Place for the first time. Today's workout was a pretty tough power skating session, working on agility and foot speed. Prior to that, no player's favorite, medicals and fitness testing for the 31 Oiler hopefuls who will take part in this week's camp. McDavid is certainly the headliner, but not to be forgotten are Darnell Nurse and Leon Draisaitl. It's not a stretch to say that McDavid, Nurse, and Draisaitl were possibly the 3 top players in the CHL at the end of the season.
Really cool to throw on the Oilers gear. I mean, the gear that I want to play the rest of my life wearing. So it was very special to put it on and step on Rexall, and with all the history, it was a lot of fun.
I have to try and take more leadership than I did last year. Obviously, you know, it's my second year, but at the same time, you know, I'm coming in with the same mindset as I had last year, and you know, I want to be here. I want to play on this team.
A tradition brought to the team from the Oklahoma City Barons is picking the 3 stars of practice. Darnell Nurse, who knows McDavid well from playing against him in the OHL and with him at the World Juniors, selected McDavid as the first star, forcing him to do a lap. Nothing like putting more of a spotlight on the guy everyone's already watching.
No, I'm not picking on him. I just let him do a lap. It was fun out there. Good to get out there and have him out there for sure. It's just all in good fun. I mean, me and Nurse are really good buddies, and I could kind of see it coming when they said that they were doing that. So it was a lot of fun. I mean, that's what hockey's all about, just kind of getting close to the guys like that.
Glenn Sather is lightening his workload. Sather has stepped down as GM of the New York Rangers. He will remain on as president. The 71-year-old has been in charge of the Rangers for 15 years. Before that, of course, he was the architect behind the Oilers' 5 Stanley Cup wins. You would think the Oilers will honor Sather this year when the Rangers play their visit to Rexall Place on December the 9th.